Well, hello, and for the third time, hello, the Magic 3. Welcome to the most complete tarot reading on the internet, bar none. This is the most unusual reading because it's a combination of things. Let me kind of set it up for you. This podcast is more than a tarot reading. It's a metaphysical package. Different parts and pieces cobbled together to create a complete picture of the energy frequency in the reading. The essential point is to help you to manifest. Manifest from your spirit, from within you. Manifesting creates large parts of your life. Manifesting is your kryptonite. It allows you to have both the independence and the responsibility to find and follow your spiritual destiny in this lifetime. It is different from anyone else. Not everybody can be rich and famous, good looking, all that kind of stuff. We all have, in the 5D or ether or wherever, we decided a spiritual destiny for ourselves. We need to follow that destiny. Otherwise, it's like you're walking on a treadmill. You're moving, even running, but you're going nowhere. The focus today is the fickle finger of fate. We all have a destiny, and that sets up a fate for us. You are not as independent and free as you think. You are following a path. You can fight it, you'll suffer the consequences. Even the rich people, they've come here to be given resources. The question is, how do you use those resources that you've been given? Because every rich person, every famous person has had all kinds of lucky breaks, fortunate breaks. They may not have seemed obvious at the time, but their parents knew the right people, or they got the right kind of teacher, or they got this, got that, little things that began to steer them. You know, John Lennon of the Beatles said, life is what happens while you're busy doing other things. And it's true. And that's why today's tarot episode is the fickle finger of fate. We all live under that. Tao Manifesting Tarot is meant to inspire you to make your life movie inside your head, not from the outside, not using computers, smartphones, artificial intelligence. That's not where you made the decision. You made it in your spirit. You are the real power. You need to create from your spirit, not out of some electronic device. Tarot, at its essence, is the vehicle of your transformation. So, to help, I use tarot as the destination and the focus of the reading. This is a tarot reading, but I also include numerology and astrology where appropriate because it adds dimension, it adds color. It's like looking at movies from the 1930s in black and white and then coming up to today, seeing it in color. High def, beautiful. Tarot is not meant for prediction. I have discovered in my 20 years of doing tarot, doesn't predict very much at all. Maybe you'll get lucky, but by and large, it's nothing. It is the science of your potential as a spirit in a human body. It's on us. And tarot helps focus us, bring that out. Numerology and astrology, on the other hand, they're the science of cycles. Life is a cycle after cycle after cycle after cycle. History is full of cycles. We keep repeating. You know, you've heard that from people. Well, history repeats. The reason is it's all cyclical. Numerology and astrology prove it. Tarot reflects the potential of those cycles. So, using numerology, astrology together with tarot, it gives you a reading that you can see, you can hear, you can feel in your spirit. So, let's begin with the foundational information. As I mentioned, let's do astrology. We have a very unusual setup in terms of large planets or faraway planets. Pluto, Neptune, Uranus, Saturn, even Jupiter for a little while, all kind of lined up in a friendly sort of an energetic way. Doesn't mean that things would be easy, doesn't mean that things would be good. It just means that there is a flow, a natural flow. Now that changed a few weeks back when Jupiter left Gemini and went into Cancer. And you see what's happened over the past few weeks or so. People are getting intense. After all, Cancer is a very emotional sign. It has to do with security, has to do with family. And you see what's going on. The very foundations in almost every country in the world, since Jupiter's moved into Cancer, this emotional sign has been wide open. But wait, there's more. We think that there are 4 seasons in a year: summer, fall, winter, spring. There's a 5th. It's called the retrograde season, and it's going to begin in the middle of this month, the middle of July, 13th actually. Saturn goes retrograde, and as we hit retrograde seasons, all the planets begin to go backwards. We get to see the dirt. Woo, baby. You want to talk about fate? You want to talk about getting nasty? We're entering in that now. In fact, with the retrograde for Saturn starting or opening the retrograde season, we're already feeling it. We're going to get a chance to look back, go back, and see if we can fix it or not. But retrograde season, the 5th season of the year, is just about ready to start. Let's go to the meme. Meme for today. I love this one. I saw it and I said, I got to do it. Here you have a fox talking to sheep. Lots of sheep. And the fox at the podium is saying, once elected, I will be vegetarian. Isn't that what politicians do? Oh, yeah. We care about the people. Oh, yeah, we care about the people. Oh, yeah, we're going to make it better. America, bigger, better. Oh, bigger, better. Oh, man, it's great, fabulous. Oh. It's a fox telling you that they're going to be vegetarian once they are elected. You believe that? You get what you deserve, sheep, that's for sure. Let's get to the tarot stuff in card 1, 4 of Swords. 4 of Swords, the guy looks like he's resting, and indeed he is. He needs it. He needs to recover, needs to recuperate. He's been through hell. Swords, by the way, are data, truth, facts. And he's got 4 swords around him. He's heard bullshit left, right, and center, and he's just become aware of the lies. What he thought was true, what he thought was fact, turned out just to be data, and it wasn't in his favor. So now he needs to rest and recuperate. God has to recover. And that's what the retrograde season is for. As we begin it, middle of this month, we begin to see the energy in a new way, in a new light, from a new angle. Not a time so much for action. It is a time for recognition. Because once they all go forward again, shit's going to hit the fan. You better rest up, recuperate, and be ready. Second card, 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands talks about speed, things picking up, action, big movement. Well, I'm not exactly sure that is going to be what's called for directly in this retrograde season. We will have more information unveiled. We're going to take a deeper look behind the curtain, and we may have to take some action, big action, not small action. You know, I've heard people say, well, you know, we really need to change in this country, but we don't have to get violent. We can simply protest. That's crazy thinking. You got a weed on your lawn. If you just clip off the top, what's going to happen? Weed's going to keep growing. You got to pull that weed out by its roots. You have to destroy the weed. Otherwise, it will keep going on. And that's what we're having to confront. That's what this retrograde season up is all about. What is it exactly is the problem? What do we have to do? Well, what we have to do is big action. Either you get it right, remove the problem, or you're going to keep dealing with it and eventually going to lose to it. Third card, 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands talks about success within reach. A lot of enthusiasm here. You can see as we're going through this retrograde season, you're resting, you're recuperating, you're taking a second look at the issues. You're going, okay, to fix this, I'm going to have to do this. It's going to be difficult, it's going to be tough, and it may even take longer than I want, but I've got to do it because I smell success. 6 of Wands. I can do this. I can do this. And fate stands behind you. Remember, fickle finger of fate, serendipity. You're going to see things kind of moving. As you move forward, things will begin to move with you. And when they do, you smell success. So quickly, Four of Swords says rest, recuperate, observe. The Eight of Wands says there's going to be some big action required. That's why you got to rest up, recuperate, clear your head, clear your mind, clear your spirit. Get ready because it's going to take a lot when the time comes. But you make that big movement from the Eight of Wands to the Six of Wands, you can have success. Just realize it's not going to be quick, not going to be easy, but it has to be done. So that's it for the reading this time around. Thank you so much. I very, very, very much appreciate that we have a chance to spend time together every day doing the Manifesting Tarot. I appreciate it. Love you. Thank you so much. Hey, remember to please like and subscribe. The battle on the internet, more intense than ever because they're sneakier than ever. They're playing with the algorithms. You can lose followers. You can lose subscriptions. You can lose all kinds of things. So please stand in there with me and every podcaster, by the way. Like and subscribe. So between now and the next time you and I get together to do Tao Manifesting Tarot, peace and blessings.